What's up? What's up? And welcome back. So, I got a question on my last video. That video was about how to receive. So, the question I got was how to open up. Like, how do you even open up? So, I'm going to talk about what opening up is, what it feels like, because it's not something to think your way to or through, it's a feeling that you're tapping into. And then ways that we give ourselves permission to open up and why we don't open up. So, what opening up is, it's allowing yourself to genuinely and fully experience the moment in front of you. There's no overthinking, there's no anticipation of pain or like any anticipation of ostracizing in some way, like somebody calling you weird or feeling like you're different. Like, you're not taking any of that into consideration. You're completely there with how you feel. And the reason why we overthink is because it doesn't feel safe to be within the body. When you think about the times that you've deeply felt, it's a way where your filtering system of how you're translating life gets flipped. So a lot of times people translate the world at first, like translate life at first by the world and then themselves. It's like, how does the world perceive me, receive me? What do they have to think and feel about what I think and feel? And then it goes to, how do I think and feel about what I think and feel? Right? It's like the filtering system that way. When it gets flipped and you go through how you feel about you first, then the world, you're able to really feel every ounce of the experience in front of you. What I mean by that is, when you see people drinking, right? This is a way that people give themselves permission to be open, to be authentically themselves, genuinely themselves, because alcohol itself tastes disgusting. People don't drink just because, like, oh my God, I love tequila or this. They really don't like the liquor or whatever the alcohol is. What they like about it is they know it'll take, what, 2, 3, 4 shots of tequila, right? Using that as the example. And then they're going to get to that point of like that feel good. And they're present enough to be able to experience the feel good that came from those 3, 4 shots. They're not like blacked out. They're not drunk. They're present for it. And they're able to get there consistently. They're like, yeah, 3, 4 shots. I always get to that sweet spot. Life is good. I'm not stressed out about anything. I'm not thinking about anything. Whatever was worrying me is kind of melted away, and I'm able to just be here. I'm able to be here, fully present with life, with the people around me. And that's what people see as like, I'm living life. I'm enjoying it. You just open yourself up to life. You just open yourself up to fully receive the feeling of having a good time, the feeling of joy. Even when people are crying when they're drinking, they're opening up to feeling the emotion of the sadness, the happy cries, or the grief of like their ex or whatever. You know what I mean? They're giving themselves the permission to feel. And when you flip that filtration system to where it's you first and then the world, it's not so much that you don't care about the world and what they have to say. You're just not taking it into consideration. What you care more is about how you feel. And you're opening up to how you feel about the experience. What closes us off is when we go through the world first and then we check in with how we feel. We check, like, again, when it's flipped to, how's the world think about me? How's the world feel about me? It's often because there were some experiences leading up to now that got you to feel, it's not safe for me to feel as deeply as I want to. Everybody feels deeply. It's not just some people. Everybody feels deeply. It's just we come across some experiences that we're like, oh, no, I can't, no. Excuse me. I can't do that. Because last time I did that, I got made fun of. Last time I did that, they called me weird. Last time I did that, it was used against me and it was thrown in my face. Like, it's all these past experiences that got us to really be concerned with the pain that followed with feeling the emotions and really expressing how we genuinely feel about things. And also, part of it is feeling like people didn't care. People didn't care, and it didn't matter how I felt. So, why should I? Why should I tap into that? And the reason why is because it gets you to fully experience the life that you're living. And it's fitting that I'm using a fork, so, like food for thought. But it's that's the whole purpose of opening up, right? And that's why I was saying in the other video, you can't receive without opening up. If you're not allowing yourself to really feel the moment in front of you, you can't really receive anything. So another aspect of opening up is in relationship. When people go into relationships, you've had that level of love within you this whole time. Like, just know that. You've always loved that deeply. It's just now that person that you're now in a relationship with gave you permission. You gave yourself the permission through the relationship with that person to tap into that level of love. Same thing when you see people with dogs or like cats, with pets, or even babies, right? When people see like cats and dogs, they're like, oh my God, duh. You see like they get to the high pitch, they're like, oh baby. That feeling, that love, and that, it's always been there. But you hid it because you closed off and like saw that it wasn't safe for that part of you to be seen unless something gave you permission. Unless you found something that gave you permission. You're like, oh, wait, people are cool with expressing love through a dog or a cat or a baby or a relationship. So I can use that as my excuse to be open and really show that like I really enjoy loving this way, that I like expressing love in this way. Because as a kid, you've expressed love that way all the time. You'll see kids will see strangers and like look at them and stare at them and say hi and say I love you or give them a hug. Like, kids don't hold back. Kids are just completely open of, hey, this is me. This is genuinely me and how I feel about things. I don't like this. This makes me sad. I don't like this. This makes me mad. Like, they're giving you a wide open insight to their world. And when we're closed off, it's, again, because something caused a pain where we felt like it didn't matter how we felt or that it would be used against us. So we close off. So opening up is allowing yourself to be seen genuinely for how you're feeling in this moment and being able to express that. Because as you open up, you're expressing how you're feeling. It feels scary at first. It does. When you're so used to being closed off, it's like, again, to take the armor off is to be like, everything's telling you like, no. But again, you have to remind yourself that the armor is actually a weakness because it's getting you to believe that you can never open up. You can only open up around certain people. How else can you realize that you're invincible other than taking off the armor, truly, genuinely just being you by feeling into the emotions that you feel within you? Like opening up to, if there's sorrow, open up to that and feel every ounce of it. That's what I mean when I say open up to it. Like sit with it, feel it deeply, explore it. Get curious about yourself. Get curious as to what does joy feel like to you? Open up to that emotion. What does anger feel like to you? Open up to that emotion. Like, don't push any emotions aside. Get to know yourself. Remember yourself. Connect with yourself. Open up to yourself. Sometimes it's hard to find the words to explain it to other people because emotions are not meant to be explained. They're meant to be felt. But it's you. You know you. So allow yourself to open up to you by being present with how you're feeling with things As you start to do that, it makes it easier to start to explain it, because you can talk out loud to yourself as to how you're feeling, what you're navigating, what you're thinking, and you become very fluent in speaking you. And then it'll make it so much easier to connect with other people, because you can speak fluently you, and people will know where you're at, and you'll be able to navigate like who's a good fit for you, who's not. Because if somebody's like feeling some type of way about you, talking about how you feel with things, do you really want to chill with that person? Like, really? Like and when I say that in that way, like, I'm saying it even to like the past version of me that like held on because it wants a connection. It's like, do you, like, really, as you look back on it, it's like that person wasn't even a good fit. They were just reflecting the ways that you muted yourself. So turn the volume up. Fuck them. Like, because like, what matters most? What matters most is the fact that you want to be open. Think about what you go through. I mean, I don't know if you drink, but the people that do drink, I drank heavily before. The fact that you're willing to deal with the hangover the next day, the fact that you're willing to drink something that tastes disgusting, that you know is not good for you. You're willing to do all of that for like a few hours, if that, maybe less, of being able to just be open and vulnerable and have fun. Why not find ways of like doing that sober? And if you care to drink, cool, drink still. You know what I mean? I still enjoy my glasses of wine. I transitioned over to wine, but there's nothing wrong with taking stuff or drinking or whatever. It's just knowing what are your intentions for it. If you feel you need it, there's an imbalance. So the way you can provide that balance for yourself is, again, learn to be fluent in you, how you feel about things. And that's that safety that comes with you being able to open up to you about how you feel, you being safe, you feeling safe enough to be vulnerable about what you're thinking and the emotions that come up, and you allow yourself to feel all of it. That's the biggest part. Don't just acknowledge that it's there. Feel all of it. And what's scary is you don't know how long the emotion is going to last. You don't know how intense the emotion is going to be. Find out. Show yourself that it's not that scary. And show yourself that you care and love yourself that much that you want to do it. You already are, right? By going to drink, or again, people that go to like relationships, nonstop relationships back to back, or toxic relationships, because they just want to feel that sense of love, that permission of loving to that degree. But you can love to that degree. You just have to feel and, again, connect with yourself in a way as to what does that look like to you? Do you enjoy like sharing compliments? Like, really sit with yourself and it's just, okay, like what do I enjoy the most within the relationship? Do you enjoy, okay, there's physical touch. Cool. What ways can you introduce that in like your day-to-day, right? Are you somebody, hey, I'm a hugger, right? There's people that we come across like, I'm a hugger. Or, it's not to say you need to go around and violating people, doing some crazy stuff. No, there's ways to be able to express your natural way of expressing love. And that could also be through compliments, right? Really like check in with yourself. What are you enjoying the most about these relationships? Okay, you drink or whatever. What do you enjoy the most about that? Do you enjoy the fact that you just dance and you don't care what anybody thinks or feels or says about it? Okay. What ways can you allow yourself to be more expressive? Can you just dance and just be the friend that dances? This person, every time we're hanging out, they always play music, or anytime they hear something, they just move around, and it's just like, that's them. That's them. And then you'll come across the people that like love that about you. So really like take the time to describe to yourself, what do you enjoy the most when you feel yourself open the most? And again, that feeling of just, this is how I feel right here, right now, and I'm expressing it. So I feel that's a good drop in about opening up, what it feels like, what it looks like, ways that you're already doing it, and ways that you can like come back to it and just turn up the volume more on that. So you could just choose to be open more. And yeah, I feel like this also would get you to look at people differently in a space of curiosity, not a space of judgment. Because the space of judgment, as I point the fork, because the space of judgment is actually what keeps us closed off. If you're judging others, it's because you're afraid of getting that same judgment back. So that's also a little Funkmaster Flex bomb drop. If you ever catch yourself judging or whatever, know that's the mirror of fear staring right back at you. That's everything that you're afraid of, is other people doing to you what you're doing to them. So check yourself and see, why are you judging them? Because if you just, one ways that I got myself to free myself from the sense of judgment is, in times of differences, look for the similarities, right? When you're having an argument with somebody, or like you're just not vibing with somebody, cool. What are some similarities? It's just like, okay, I've been angry before, I get it. I've been annoyed before, I get it. Or you see somebody dancing, you're like, all right, that person just can't dance at all. And it's just like, there's times I dance and it wasn't all that. So it's just like, okay, that's cool too. But I was still having fun, let them have fun. So in times of differences, look for the similarities. And when things are going good, highlight the differences, highlight the uniqueness. So like I said, like in that moment, if there's the judgment of that person can't dance, what's the similarity? There's been times I probably looked like I could have danced when I was trying to figure it out. And then now I shifted it to a space where, cool, things, I see the similarities. Now I get to highlight and celebrate the uniqueness. Hey, he's doing his thing, he's having fun, let him enjoy it. So with that, again, little ways that you just give yourself permission where it's safe, keyword safe, to be open. Because just like a clam, you have that pearl inside, which is your essence, your expression. With that being said, be sure to like this, share. I'm wishing you an amazing day. If it's nighttime by you, wishing you an amazing night. And I'm going to include this as part of the podcast. I'm still going to label it, but I'm still going to do a video come Sunday. I just saw this, got the inspiration as to why wait. I could just do the video now. I just responded to the comment a couple hours ago. I just finished 2 sessions. Let's do the video. With that being said, I'll catch you later.